Good evening, one and all. Welcome you all to the fourth day of National Nutrition Week Awareness Program. Thank you all for joining us today. So, we started our awareness camp uh, by actually, we want all of you to choose the way whether we are opting for wellness or illness. Then we started with pregnancy nutrition, the importance of preconception health, followed by pregnancy, followed by the care that we should take to the newborn mother. And today we come to the newborn baby. So, welcome you all to this session on infant nutrition today. Okay. So, a question to you all before we start the session. What is the age of an infant should be? When the baby will be called an infant? Use the chat box, guys. 0 to 1. Yes, Mohana? Anybody? 0 to 5. Okay. 6 months of princess. Okay. We have got 3 different answers. Okay. No more responses. Up to 6 months. Okay. 10 months. Okay. Thank you. So we have got a lot of responses. See, basically, the infant is a baby will be called an infant till the age of 1 year. From the birth till they turn the first birthday to celebrate, they will be called as infants. So we will be talking about the health and nutritional condition of a baby from their birth till they celebrate their first birthday. So are you all ready? So are you all ready? So I have one more question for you all then. Get ready. I need more responses this time. Out of you all, we have 31 people in the room so far. Be it yourself, if you remember your type of birth, or be it your child, your daughter or son or anybody. Put in the chat box, what is the birth process that you have been through? Is it a normal delivery or is it a C-section? It could be your response or it could be your child's response. It's okay. C-section, C-section. Okay. More responses, guys. Normal, normal, C-section, C-section. Both normal. Okay. So we have equal balance of normal and C-section here. Good, wonderful to know. So there is a reason why I've been talking about the system of the process of the birthing process and how the infant health is pre-decided based on this, and how the birthing process will be pre-decided based on the preconception health and the health all through the pregnancy till the delivery process. And then now we come to the infant health and their immunity, their health, and their aspects. So everything is interlinked. So coming to this, I'll welcome you all today's speaker. Let me add her. Hi, Sirisha. Thank you for joining us today. So
thank you, Jyothi ma'am.
So she'll be talking about a lot. She's a new mom who has given birth to a baby boy. Her second delivery happened 8 months, 8 months before. So
9 months.
9 months. So she has been thoroughly gone through the same process again and again, and she was more fresh with all the recent knowledge, recent experiences, and more inputs accompanied with her expertise in the area of nutritional science. She is going to bring up all these things to you. So as we are talking about the birthing process, so you tell our audience, Sirisha, how the system of birthing can change the face of the child's health.
Thank you, Jyothi ma'am, for this question. So yes, definitely there will be a lot of influence the birthing process of the baby. So as we are in the modern world, the mothers are very busy. So we are going to, and during this normal deliveries, it's like vaginal births, we can say. So during these vaginal births, the baby will go to the process of birth canal, and they will expose microbiome there. That means vaginal microbiome will be there. Our body is full of microbes, so that in the process of birth, birth, so the baby will expose vaginal microbiome, and they will get the chance to expose into that. So the baby will establish the baby will establish a natural immunity from the mother. The mother, the mother who is experiences a good microbiome, and also it will affect the baby also, and it will enhance the immunity of the baby, and it will also improve the absorption and digestion of the baby, and also it will enhance the microbiome of the gut of the baby. So there are a lot many health benefits for the baby, and we have and the baby also is very I can say immunized there itself.
Okay. So the bottom line here is, guys, when the birthing process passes through the natural birth canal, which is the vaginal birth, the babies get exposed to a lot of diversified, you know, bacteria, basically microbiome. So this is, and they have, the amount of diversification depends on the exposure of the baby to the various things when it passes through the baby. And that's what actually decides the future immunity levels, the future health status of the babies. And there is a lot of advantage, definitely. But having said that, I don't want all the C-section moms to get worried about this. So let's talk about then how we can actually help mothers who have given C-section births or cesarean operations they have went through, how they can help their babies. Is there any other means that they all should follow so that even the babies will get benefited?
Yes, that's true. There is a process that will be helpful for the C-section mothers too. And also, the C-section is the bypassing the birth canal. That means they will bypass this birth canal. There is no exposure to the vaginal microbiome to the C-section babies. So that there's a process which will definitely help the baby and the mother, so that the baby, so after birth, that means after delivery of the baby, they have to be, the both mother and the baby should be in skin to skin contact. There should be a skin to skin contact after the delivery happened. And also make sure give breast milk on the bed, on the table only, so that the baby will get beneficial nutrients along with the beneficial healthy microbiome to the baby. So that don't miss this opportunity, and do practice, or do encourage the mothers to feed on the table, so to get benefited. And also the process is varies. That means there are several factors influence here, because depending upon the genetics and environmental influences, the microbiome will also varies, and also the it will helps on the overall health of the baby too.
Okay. So, guys, it's not only through the vaginal canal the microbiome gets transferred. We have microbiome across our body, everywhere. If I put a microscope and show my skin, you will find millions. It's there everywhere. So that's the reason they actually, the moment the baby is born, even before cutting the placenta, they put the baby on the mother's chest. No, there are quite a lot of reasons. So skin to skin contact, it is not immediately after the baby is born, not for a day or two I'm talking about. This is for the entire process of infancy. And feeding mother's milk, that contact to the breast region, breast area also helps to build up and develop more diversified microbiome to the infant, which helps in return a better health in upcoming days. Okay, it's basically like vaccination. You're getting exposed to a lot of things so that
Yes.
you know how to handle them. It's as simple as that. So having said that, okay, the moment the baby is born, what is the first thing that we do? Anyone in the chat box? What is the first thing? Come on, guys. What the mother should do the moment the baby is born?
Oh, there is no mothers at all here then?
It could be your past experience, it could be your future experience, but what the mothers will do the moment the babies are born, they may hug, right? Feeding the baby. Thank you, Maheshwari. Yeah, that's the first thing that they do is sometimes the babies will crawl up onto the mother's breast, and they start uh,
Latching.
yeah, latching happens automatically. So look into the eyes of the baby. Of course, we have to do Madhu. So feeding is the most important part and the most challenging part for a new mom, and also a challenging part to the infant because he or she has to learn how to do it. So as we are talking about feeding, I want you to throw some light on exclusive breastfeeding practices. Why it is so important, why the government, the national policies are so behind each and every mom, stating like exclusive breastfeeding has to be there. So more details on this from Sirisha.
Yes. Breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding should be there for 6 months after birth of the baby. So why it is? There are lots and lots of benefits. We know, everyone knows that, but we are missing practicing that. So we have to, and like, so in during these 6 months, it is very, very crucial for the baby. The first form of the milk, that is called colostrum. It is also called as liquid gold because it is in yellow color. So it is rich in antibiotics, immunoglobulins, that is, and also it is rich in nutrients, and also it is rich in so many growth factors that will help for the baby's growth and development. So these immunoglobulins, there are several types of immunoglobulins like IgA, IgE, and IgM. These are all the protecting immunoglobulins, I can say. So it will protect the babies from further infections, and also they are acting as a passive immunity for the baby. So, and coming to the colostrum, that is rich in protein. We know milk is rich in protein, and that is called whey and casein proteins, and they are very easily digestible to the baby. Um, and also they are rich in multivitamins like and minerals. There are so many vitamins and minerals that is helpful for the baby during the process of growth and development. And also there are the main thing, the growth factors which will helpful for the baby for the growth and development. So growth spurt will happen due to this growth factors. We can see the baby, that means after they reach third month, they will attain, they will double their weight. In the third month they will double the weight. That means if the baby is 3 kg, then they will get into the 6 kg after 3 months. So it will, that means there are a lot of change we can witness during this process in the year of one year. And when they come to the 9th month, we can see the triple the weight of the baby. That means we can witness 9 kgs baby if they burn with 3 kg. And so the growth spurt is very, very high at this age. And don't miss the chance of the feeding the children with this colostrum, the beautiful element that given from the nature by the mother. And you have to give this first feeding to the baby. It is very, very, we have learned that very essential things from the colostrum. We have learned that, and don't miss that, and encourage everyone to have that colostrum. And also, this breast milk is rich in so many factors. We learned that, and that's Jyothi, ma'am.
Wonderful. So it is like the most important aspect about breast milk is it is 100% digestible. There is no stress on the baby's tummy. So why we should give only breast milk or milk feed for the first 6 months, exclusive milk feeds? There is a very important reason, because the baby's digestive system is still growing. It is not completely formed. It will attain its full maturity and functionality only by the time the child turns 1 year. So their digestive system is basically is equipped with enzymes which digest milk. So feeding any other thing apart from milk from the 4th month, you might have seen Nestle, Cerelac and other stuff from 4 months rice, 4 months wheat. They are companies making money. But if you are going to give all these things to your babies, then your baby, you're just making them suffer because their digestive tracts are not ready yet to digest them. So this is a WHO, World Health Organization's exclusive recommendation to all new moms that the baby should be fed only milk exclusively for the first 6 months. Okay. Having said that, let's shift to the second component, the most important, most challenging. The first 6 months just goes in a flow. Okay, the baby will be either on the lap or on the bed. The mother will happily feed. It's a little easygoing phase, I would say. The next step, what we do for every baby on the 6th month, 6th day. Anyone from the chat box? From the audience, use the chat box. What will we do when the baby turns 6 months? Start solids, correct? Weaning, yes, absolutely, weaning foods. So it's also called anaprasana, yes, Kanchana, and it's also called complementary feeding. Means complementary feeding. It is not totally feeding them with the same thing. We are complementing their feed with milk. That's why it's called complementary feeding. So when we should start this complementary feeding, and throw more insights on how this process should go ahead.
Yes, we have already learned that we have to give exclusive breastfeed for 6 months. After that, what we have to start with complementary feeding along with the mother's milk. So this complementary feeding will definitely complement the baby's tummy, because during these 6 months, they don't require any other food except mother's milk. They don't even require water too. So because the mother milk is having 86% of water. So after that, we have to start with semi-solid, the pure form of the foods that are easily digested by the baby. So these foods will helpful for the baby for the further growth and development. We have to give calorie dense foods because the baby starts crawling, the baby starts sitting. Okay, the activity will start after 6 months. So we have to be very focused and we have to be choosy to give these complementary foods. Don't give whatever the foods that are available. Yes, everyone knows that we should be conscious and we should give a very preferable foods in this age. So Yes, I have seen so many mothers because their mothers are the new mothers are very, very confused in this process. Somebody will say start complementary feeding from the month of fourth, fifth. Somebody say you should start complementary feeding on seventh month or eighth month. And somebody will say the girl baby's digestion is more than the boy baby's digestion power. So there are lot many stuff is indulges in the process of new mothers when they are grown up their child. So this stuff will into their brain, whatever will happen, they will pinch them because of this happen, because of that happen. My baby is not gaining weight, so I have to start complementary feeding before 6 months. So lot of stuff, lot of questions. So you should go with the experts. So don't take that stuff into your brain. Okay, don't Google it. Okay, so whatever you want to try, don't try on your baby because the baby's stomach is very, very small. They're unable to process everything. So we have to be very, very choosy while incorporating these complementary foods. So yes, the baby is very precious and we should be very careful during this process of complementary feeding.
Okay. So, how much ever we may plan as mothers, how much anxious the mothers might be to try on multiple things to the baby. No, it's very, very important to try on a hit and trial purpose. We cannot introduce multiple things just at a time. You want to talk about that, Sirisha?
Yes,
Go ahead.
we have to introduce, if we introduce new foods without any knowledge, the baby's digestive system will definitely hurt. And we have to start with single grain foods. Single grain means either it could be rice, either it could be wheat, either it could be ragi. So single grains, we have to start with single grain and one at a time. It should be in a pure forms of like apple or fruits and vegetables or meat. It could be meat, so it should be in puree form. So these purees are easily swallowed by the babies, and they don't have these teeth tooth during this phase, so that for their easily consumption, we have to be give in the pureed form, and we have to be give responsive feeding to the baby, because we have to pay attention to the baby's hunger, and we should be like feel like fullness use of the baby. And also we shouldn't force the baby to eat. So whatever, yes, there is a curiosity will be there for every mother, and every mother wants the baby a very beautiful and chubby baby. So that with that eagerness, every mother will feed the baby with lot many solid foods or juices in this space. So don't be hurry. Be very conscious whether the baby is digested these foods that what you are giving. Be on one at a time only. So these are the instructions you should follow during this phase. And also, every baby is very different from one another. So we can't compare one baby with another baby. So even though there is a siblings, my elder one is different and my younger one is quite different. So their options, their choosings are also quite different. So don't compare with another baby, and listen to them what they are trying to teach you. You have to be very careful and be listen to them, and whatever. So they don't have they can't speak out, but they can definitely express their feelings with their actions. So listen to them and follow their notes.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for reminding the statement that This is a statement from our mentor, and we always believe in this, that the kids come into our world only because the parent has to learn. We are not here to teach them. We are here to learn from them, which is absolutely true. Because see, I'll tell you my situation, which is very, very funny and relevant to this. My daughter was 8 months old and I was relocating to India from Switzerland. So since it is a relocation phase and I have to come and settle down quite a lot of stuff, it takes at least a couple of weeks for me to settle down with the new one, settle up the new home. So I planned a bit ahead and got all the international cereal brands, at least which I can use it at least for a month. I tried all kinds of purees. It's a total disaster for my baby's end. 100% rejection. She used to keep her mouth lip tight that I can't even insert a spoon inside.
Yes.
Ultimately, I just opened up my cooker, put my rice and little moong dal, made khichdi and fed her.
Okay.
So, in spite of planning, in spite of wanted to do 101 things, the nature and the baby, they decide solely what they want to do, and we have to accept. Because see, like mother, like baby, I'm like that. Even today, I don't even drink or eat any kind of these kind of stuff. So how my daughter will I expect her to do? Obviously not. So there are many things which you are not following. Don't force them on your babies. So this is one lesson I have learned from my daughter, and I hope you all will take this takeaway point. So, as we are talking a lot on complementary foods, Sirisha, I want you to throw more light on the first foods. Know how we should introduce foods to the babies.
Yes.
ये रोज नए नए आते हैं कि भैया नए आते
You can. Yeah.
Okay. So introduction of new foods to the babies is quite challenging to the every mother, but it is very easy process because there is no the full formation of taste buds is not there. The texture they can adopt. Okay, they are able to grasp this texture and pureed form of the foods only they can indulge. So it is an easy process. Try to give homemade, that is Jyothi ma'am said, homemade and freshly prepared and the seasonally available and locally available foods will be helpful to the baby a lot because the nature is giving the signals. These are the seasons you have to indulge these foods to your body so that I will help you to enjoy. I will help you to improve your immunity to against the infections during these seasons. So that in that way, the babies also needs seasonal and the locally available foods to improve their immunity and also improve their digestion process also. And because in this process the maturation of the baby is there, so we should give some simple foods that are easily digested. That's just simple rice and plain dal soup, okay, and pure form of carrot, beetroot. It is quite easy to give them foods. So there is no taste buds there, so that we shouldn't add any sweet or salt to those foods. We can give as they are. So it's a good opportunity to every mother that we can introduce every type of the fruit and vegetable, and also we have to give we have to increase the intake of the foods also. The month is goes on, if we have to increase the quantity and amount of the foods, so that by depending upon acceptance, and also we should be very helpful to the baby that
Okay.
how their
I'll
choices.
ask one question here, which is most mothers they go through. When they keep on introducing new foods, the baby will get either colic pain or they will be in some kind of discomfort. They might be crying for something. It could be lack of sleep. It could be hunger. It could be just they need the comfort of a mother. It could be any reason. But always, if the baby is crying, it is related to the food that is given to them. Okay, today I fed him this or her this. So it could be a reason.
Yes.
So to avoid this confusion to the mothers, I want you to give some suggestions how the food should be introduced.
And the foods one at a time. I have told you that one at a time is a very, very good choice to give the baby. So the single grain foods, that is very, very helpful. Yeah, this is the food he is liking. You can maintain simple food diary. Okay, so you can get to know that, okay, during this feeding process, my baby is enjoying this food. She is not having any discomfort, and also she is enjoying the food, and also the mother will also satisfied with that. So whatever the foods and whatever the likes, the mother used to get by this process.
Okay. So it means one food at a time. Suppose if you're feeding carrots, guys, introducing carrot for the first time, trying carrot today, beetroot tomorrow, potato day after, please do not do this. It has to be carrot at least for 3 days. Try
Yes.
on giving a single food for a longer time. Check on your baby's tummy. Then give a little gap. Then introduce a second food. Then try for a little time. Then give a little gap. Then try a different food. You have 6 months of time from the time the onset of complementary feeding till the infant becomes 1 year of age. You have 6 months of time to gradually increase foods each time. So do not go in a hurry and try not to feed multiple things at a time. It's okay for the baby, but it's not okay for the mothers because they relate everything to food. So to
Yes.
have your own peace of mind, have this protocol of introducing one thing at a time till you are assured that this food is not actually causing any harm to your own little hearts.
Yes.
So having said that, I also wanted to add one more practice which I tried with my daughter, which is called baby-led feeding. Anyone of you heard about this here among the audience? It's called
Yes.
baby-led feeding. Anyone? You can say yes or no, guys.
Yeah.
Use the chat box.
Yes, I have heard, ma'am.
Okay. Soumya has heard about it. Afrin says no. Okay. Baby-led feeding. See, usually in India, we have a tradition that the mothers first feed the babies. Take a spoon or your hand becomes, put the food inside the baby's mouth, whether they're chewing or swallowing, doesn't matter. Keep on feeding, keep on feeding. And later on, we complain that the children are not eating on their own. Right? So baby-led feeding is a practice where the babies lead themselves how they want to eat their food. Say, for example, if you don't want to give your khichdi and curd rice to the babies, of course, it's a lot of mess, definitely. But you can try something with the vegetables. Pick something like carrots, boiled beetroot, or boiled potato, or boiled apples, anything in the form of sticks. We call them finger foods. And just put them in front of them. The baby on its own has to pick and eat by themselves. It takes time. If you feed in half an hour, the baby might take 1 hour. If the home is more neat and more hygienic, if you feed the baby, if the baby-led weaning happens, the house is more messier, definitely. But eventually, the baby will make a choice and an attempt to eat by themselves. And when this process happens, just imagine by the age of 1 year, what will be your baby? You all can relax. And the babies will enjoy their own meals. This is called baby-led weaning. And I want you all to go through about this process, read about that in Google, and try to implement onto your new infants. Okay, who are at home. Okay, having said that, we spoke a lot about complementary feeding. So one important aspect that I want you to detail more about is, Sirisha, how we can lay a foundation to the taste preferences of the child during this phase, and which can actually make it easy for them to accept many more at later stage. How we can do that? Is it possible?
Yes, definitely, Jyotima, because as we are South Indians, we are used to have only rice. It is an only choice that we have. So for the babies, like offer varieties of foods. Now the world is more exposures, like lot many foods,
What we want
but
to get pizza and burger?
no. So expose the variety of foods that is really available around you, and make sure that enjoy the textures and flavor of the different foods, that is be fruits, or be vegetables, and be cereals or proteins. You just give it to them, what you have said, the baby led feeding, so that they get to know the texture of the food, they get to know the flavor of the food, so that they can be habituated with that. So prefer homemade foods, that is freshly prepared for the baby. Don't give any pure, that is storage or canned foods. The taste is every time is same, the canned foods, but preparing by mom with love, full of love, will have lot of not only with nutrients, the taste is also good. And also be patient, because when we are start giving foods, we should keep on trying giving several types of foods. Yeah, there will be a rejection at the first time, but don't be because the baby is new to that food. So yeah, keep on encouraging and repeatedly giving those foods, and also avoid pressure, because we when we are forced the baby is if it is the baby is not liking that, if we are forced, there is the relation between the food and the baby may harm, so the association is not good. So instead of that, make meal times very enjoyable to them. So make them play with the food, make them fun with the food. By that, they can get to relate, the relationship between the food and the baby will be good.
Yeah, established.
Yes.
So the point here is one more point I would like you to add. Definitely, even the taste buds of the babies have not fully grown. So all mothers have an advantage. They don't actually recognize much of the taste that you feed. So during this
Yes.
phase, if you give multiple types of foods, they when they accept it, all the taste preferences, and I don't like this, I don't like that kind of scenarios will not come up at a later stage. And the second main advantage is if you try multiple um, finger foods, like we call them finger foods because they are in the finger length. No, we cut them long, this finger length, and we give them to the baby because it should be easy for the baby to hold, stake,
Pick it up.
eat. It really improves the eye hand coordination. They are looking at it, they're holding it, and they're getting it to the mouth, means they're developing the motor skills of the infant.
Yes,
So by
that's true.
doing all this kind of practices, we are not only helping them to grow and achieve their milestones
Milestones.
perfectly, but also by all the fiber that is there in the fruits and vegetables, we are helping them develop a better gut bacteria. So lot of advantages. So follow and get back to us if you have more queries. You can ask more questions in the chat box or in the WhatsApp group, and we'll definitely help you more with that. So as of now, this is how this question will wind off here. And Sirisha, your final message with today's audience.
So every baby is unique and every baby is different from one another. So it is very essential to be patient and flexible as you are helping them to develop their taste preferences. So be patient with that and be very cautious during this phase and help them to add on more growth and development. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me.
So the important aspect is the babies are going in a important growth spurt, guys, during this first year. By 6 months, they'll double their birth weight. By 1 year, they'll triple the birth weight. So if you have any questions on this or anything that we spoke about, you can just unmute and ask us, or you can use the chat box. Okay, Navya says, what to do when babies get cranky or they are not willing to take any veggies?
Cranky, that means if you know the babies are cranky, so then during that phase, will they eat? So stop feeding in that time. So encourage the baby and divert the baby to the liking process. You can get the baby out, or you can see the baby make them watch TV. This is the digital world. The mothers are following.
Sirisha, please don't say that.
Yeah, the mothers are following these process, making their babies to watch TV and mobile. The mobile phones are also very handy nowadays. The babies also watching these mobile.
Diseases are also handy. Physical inactivity is also handy.
Yes.
Okay. Now
So please divert them in this process. Don't give anything.
One thing that is very important is they're just born. They don't even know how to express what they are going through. So the baby cries only for 3 things. If the baby is sleepy, if the baby is hungry, if the baby is at any discomfort, or if they have some colic pain, which is a usual thing that happens to the babies. And if that is the case, if out of any of these things, when they are not in a good mood, it's never a good sign to introduce new foods. Because acceptance is 100% rejection.
Yes.
Give them when they are in good mood, when they are playful, when they are smiling, when they are enjoying with you. Otherwise, you have to just hug them, keep them close to yourself. They need more warmth and love and care, not food. Okay, Mohana says, ma'am, I heard that our hate expressed in front of the baby may also lead to the rejection of the food. Means if the mom doesn't like something, scolding, oh, I hate this, and feeding the same thing to the baby. Okay, Sirisha, over to you.
Yes, the babies will mimic our expressions. They will mimic us. They will follow us. So they will definitely reject. If you don't like anything, the baby will also reject. But don't do in front of the babies. If you don't like you have to be. It's not an big deal to introduce new foods to the baby, because we understand that the taste buds are not improved. So these expressions we have to be in control, and so help them to expose to the more variety of foods.
I would also say that if you really hate something, why you want your baby to go through the same, please respect their choice also until they grow up, or you try on, so that if you're liking it, try it on your baby. The things which we don't want to try, why we want to impose on the new ones, which is very, very unfair. Think about it. So by what age, Kanchana is asking this question, Sirisha, by what age baby can be introduced with egg or non-veg? Can we start with egg white first or yellow portion?
Yes, we can start with both yellow and both white. We can start giving them. I have seen many of the mothers, they start giving only yellow because it is rich in fat. So to want their babies to become fat. So they don't, they eliminate this white part and they will include this yellow part in the food and they start giving. By that, the baby will be chubby. So you can give start with the 1/4 portion of the egg. You can give it in the 8th month of 9th or 10th, depending upon the acceptance. You can start giving them.
There's one question which is very interesting and I would like to answer, Sirisha. Maheshwari is asking, ma'am, as breast milk is rich in protein, so does the digestive system will be able to digest. So what do you think, Maheshwari? From all the ages, take some thousands of years, since then the babies are fed with breast milk. And you only tell me, I'll tell the scientific reason. You only tell me, are they able to digest it or not? Are they?
We are here now.
Yes. So the baby, especially the infant's digestive system, is equipped with an enzyme called renin. It's a proteolytic enzyme which exclusively helps in protein digestion. So you need not worry about that at all. As I said earlier, breast milk is 100% digestible. 100%. Every single bit of it.
And every single drop, they don't miss it.
Absolutely. So Navya says, then how can we get nutrients because they are in the stage of bodybuilding? What is this question relevant to, Navya? Okay, to the earlier answer. Okay, then how can they get nutrients because they are in the stage of bodybuilding? No, they are not in the stage of bodybuilding. Who said infants are in the stage of bodybuilding? Of course, there is a growth spurt. And the growth spurt, the first 6 months of the baby, when the baby is born, the head circumference will be more than the chest circumference. For adults, for us, the chest circumference is more and the head is less. Yes, but you check any infant, it is the other way around. Means the first 6 months, the brain development is so huge. So it is basically not muscle building. The body's organ systems are attaining maturity. That is what is called growth spurt. And for that, of course, they need all the nutrients. That's why all these sessions are happening. But when the baby, when you are, or we per se, if we are not in a good mood, do we like to eat something, even if someone offers you your own favorite food, we don't feel like having it because this is human tendency. So we have to have more empathy for our babies, please, because they are not in a cranky mood all through the day. Absolutely. I hope you agree with me in this point at least. And you have to pick the right time. Make sure the baby has an enabling environment at home, which is happy, which is conducive, which is, cheerful. No, it all depends on how you set it up across. Okay, then health automatically flows in. Okay, then we have one question from Afreen. We come across with some foods, if taken by the mothers, will affect baby's health, like citrus fruits may cause, etc. What citrus fruits will cause, Afreen? You have to be more clear with the question. Cold?
Yes, there is a belief.
Yeah, go ahead, Sirisha. You want to answer this? Yeah,
Yes.
cold. She has given it in the chat box. Take it ahead.
Okay. So the citrus, we are gulping so many vitamin C tablets in this COVID time. After COVID time, we are gulping so many vitamin C tablets. Because why? Why?
To improve immunity, ma'am.
Yes. From vitamin C fruits, it is getting. That means citrus fruits are rich in vitamin C. That is helpful for building up the immunity. So definitely it will helpful for the baby to fight against the infection. So by having vitamin C foods, it's not getting cold.
Yeah, guys, there is one thumb rule always. If you don't believe in any of the professions, leave it. But trust the nature. You tell me, in which season do we get citrus fruits? Anyone from the audience? In which season do we get citrus fruits? Come on, guys. Summer, winter, rainy, spring. Which season do we get? No, not in definitely in rainy. Yes, Kala is right. In winters. Winter is
Winter.
the time for all oranges, sweet limes, everything. Citrus fruits are the season, winter fruit. Why the citrus fruits have come in winter? It's already so cold outside. And when you eat a fruit, will it cause cold? Is that the nature's rule? No. These fruits are enriched with sufficient nutrients to tackle when the winters, when the temperatures are low, the chances of increasing infections are high. Since the chances of raising infections are high, that's why you all get flu shots before winters. So the God has gifted you with foods which have sufficient nutrients to tackle them naturally. Forget all these things and eat and enjoy your seasonal foods, guys. Nothing will cause anything. It's only your thought which is causing. Okay, so one more question and we'll wind up the session, Sirisha. This is from Navyasri. My baby is allergic to milk. Does baby milk allergy go away? How long do milk allergy last? So first of all, please answer us. You can unmute and answer, Navyasri. Why do you think your baby has got allergy and what are the symptoms? How did you find out? So that we can answer better.
Yeah, she's fasting stools frequently, every 5 seconds or 10 seconds, like that. She's fasting stools. Like it is acidic. She has some burnings, skin burn.
How old is the baby?
Now she is 5 months.
5 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
She has these symptoms from day one, like about 1 month.
So did you consult the pediatrician?
Yeah.
What was the doctor saying?
They said it is not. She is digesting, but like she's somewhat allergic to milk. So said to avoid some foods for me, like milk and curd, every milk products, and some wheat flour, egg, like that. He said to avoid me those foods, and he suggested to add aptamil pepti, cow milk allergy milk powder for my baby.
Okay. So if your baby has, okay, answer me one question. If say your baby has allergy, why you should stop eating? You don't have allergy, right?
Yeah. But he said breast milk allergy.
So breast milk is
If,
allergic to the baby, then formula milk is
yeah,
suiting her.
yeah, yeah.
Obviously, definitely we need to connect. You get back to us, definitely. We definitely need to look into the case and throw more
Okay.
light upon this because this is something not which we cannot definitely talk upon further because a lot of probing is required. So let's connect with us and we'll definitely help you with this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I think that's the end of the questions. Yeah, I don't see any further in chat box. So wonderful, guys. Thank you for all the inputs and for all the insights. Sirisha, thank you so much for the insightful discussion. We had a very informative talk about the infant nutrition. Guys, this is only till 1 year. Tomorrow it's going to be start from the first birthday, how the child nutrition is going to, bombard you, rock and roll and make you all energy less, how to feed the baby, where we can get the magic stick from. We are going to teach you that tomorrow. Till then, if you want to join our complimentary exercise sessions, guys, please put the link in the chat box. And if you want to register them. The offer is valid only for the next 3 days. Then we are closing this offer since we are conducting this session for all the people who have joined us, and we are offering this. So you can join us morning 5 a.m. and we'll see you there and teach you some more exercise. So till then, thank you, take care, and good night, guys. We'll
Can
provide
ask
the registration
Jyothi-
link in the WhatsApp chat group. If you want, you can register and we'll get back to you. Thank you all
And
for joining us.
please put your phone number. Someone is asking how to connect. Can put your phone number too.
Okay, I can give my phone number here. You can just call upon. Okay. This is my number. You can just take it and get back to us, and we'll help you out. Okay, thank you, Sirisha.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.